Hey, Coin Dragon. You put with your Chesapeake. How you doing, man? Yeah, we're surviving. Yeah, we could definitely use some extra fill in, so yeah, if you can do something, definitely jump in and do something. Just make sure if you get a code for it that people know that you're doing it. Still digesting Coin Days of the Orient. It's not as hard as it seems. Now, honestly, once you get used to it, it's pretty easy. And with how many foreign coins we go through and look at, it is fairly simple for us. Hey, John. Oh yeah, but if you think about it, I mean, if people that are in the Orient that can't read English are trying to look at Lincoln's, it's going to be the same thing for them trying to figure it out. All right, I'm going to give it a few more minutes, let people filter in, and then we'll kick this weekend off. Just got the notice on your phone. Hopefully, they'll get a decent turnout for it. All right. Well, normally this is Charlie Reiser's slot. He normally does the opening, but he is ill this time around. So for our fall coin seminar, for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Lewis. I am Cheapskate Coins. And I am taking over the role this time around of your master of ceremonies, as it were. Well, welcome everybody to the fall YouTube coin seminar. Pull up our browser view real quick so you guys can see the schedule. So we're going to be the only streamers on tonight because Risers, as I said, is ill. And then our next show, I've got a link down. Hey, John, got a link down in the description. Next up is going to be Ken Peavey at 3 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. And that is going to be how to lose money when buying coins. It's an easy thing to do. If you don't know what you're looking for, you can end up spending more than you should. So definitely check that one out. And then at 6 p.m. Eastern, we'll have Manic Coins, and his subject has yet to be announced, but knowing Mantic, it'll be something cool. Then we got John Wolf, 8 to 8:30 p.m. Eastern. He'll be talking about mints and mint marks, and he'll be doing a giveaway. And then at 10 p.m. Eastern, we'll have Michael Kittle, interesting facts about classic commemorative coins, and he'll also be having a giveaway. And then it'll be wrapping up on Sunday with CJ Coins and Crafts at 5 p.m. Eastern, subject yet to be announced, and then closing out with Ken Peavey with the big show and doing the end of the coin seminar giveaway, which we do every time. Now make sure you guys check out all these shows because all of us have clues that you can only get by watching the streams, and you're going to need those clues for that end of the seminar giveaway to be able to answer the question at the end to try and win the big prize. Is it rare to have people selling fake silver at coin shows? At the major coin shows, yes, it would be a fairly rare thing for people to be passing off fake silver because most of the people that are in those shows are going to be reputable people, but they're still not perfect, so items will slip through. All right, and then Coin Dragon said he is going to be trying to squeeze in a stream tomorrow, so keep an eye out for that. Let me give you guys a link to this schedule so you all have it. I'll put it down in the chat here. There's a link to the seminar schedule. Now, the place you want to avoid if you want to avoid fake silver is eBay. If you ever buy anything from eBay, you want to make sure you're only buying from somebody that you know is trustworthy. I always recommend if anybody's going to go to eBay, look up EERC on eBay. That's Eagle Eye Rare Coins, which is owned by Rick Snow, and he's one of the top names in the numismatic world. All right, so for those of you that don't know, I've been working on getting a series going. I did the introductory episode. It's called The Cheapskate Coins of the World. So I figured for tonight, why not? I'll just do episode 2 for the YouTube coin seminar. Why not? That way you guys can get a flavor of it. But it's basically a full series that's going to be talking about nothing but coins from all around the world. And for the most part, it'll be like, each episode will be focusing on one country. Tonight, we're going to be talking about Roman ancient coins and their mints. Deal with 10 people on eBay, all return business, and one is Rick. Yeah, definitely. And you can usually check out the comments and the ratings and all that on eBay sellers and get a lot of good information about them before you decide to buy from anybody. So, all right. So, Roman coins, ancient Rome. Now, I know a lot of you may or may not have seen ancient Roman coins or even ancient coins from any other country. And you may or may not have decided to get into them for collecting, or you may be thinking about it. I think it's a great way to collect, learning about and collecting ancients because, that's the beginning of our hobby if you think about it. Those are the first coins that we made as humans. Why wouldn't you want to get into that? That's, the beginning of the whole world of coins. And of course, you know, these coins, just like today, these things had to be mass produced, and there had to be enough for the masses to be able to, you know, go out and buy what they needed and pay bills and all that kind of thing. So the first thing I'm going to show you, this is one of the really good resources online for Roman coins, and I'll put the link in the description. And this is actually the Forum Ancient Coins. And what we're looking at right now is we're looking at the mint marks, and these are arranged in alphabetical order. Now, I'm going to switch over to camera view real quick and show you guys a coin. This one is going to be a Julian II. Hey, Michael. Hey, Trent. And this one is from between 355, sorry, and 360 AD. This one is a bronze Centenionalis. That's the denomination, Centenionalis. So there you go. That is Mr. Julian II. And then here on the reverse, down there at the bottom is your mint mark. TESA is your mint mark. So we are going to go back to the browser view for a moment. And we got our mint marks in alphabetical order. So we're going to look at TESA. Scrolling down. There you go. TESA is Thessalonica in Greece. Now, Roman, even in ancient times, coins were not always minted in country. A lot of times they had to have other countries mint their coins. And Rome was no exception. Rome had coins minted in a variety of countries, including Greece, Egypt, Croatia, all kinds, you know, all over the place. France. And, yeah, as far away as France. So there is our THES. So this coin was minted in Thessalonica, Greece, but it is an ancient Roman coin. Now, if you know your Roman history, then you know that eventually Rome did, conquer Greece, and they conquered Egypt. Obviously, it didn't last because eventually the Roman Empire crumbled. So this is the holder that it's in. Let me take that out so we don't get the glare. So there you go, Julian II, the apostate. AE stands for bronze. That's the designation for bronze. Of course, if it was AR, then it would be silver because, ardent silver. So this one, Centenionalis is the denomination, and Thessalonica is the mint. 355 to 360 AD. And then, of course, there's other information that's listed on there, and then it's got your SEER number and your RIC number. Those are catalog numbers for, looking up coins to make sure they're genuine, all that kind of thing. We're not going to cover all of that right now because, covering everything for ancient coins would be, God, that would take a long time. More than one show could do for sure. That'd be like, I could do a year's worth of shows and still not cover everything. So that is an example of a Thessalonica mint mark on an ancient Roman coin. And this was a really, really cool design on this one. It's very awesome. So, all right, that's that one. The next one we're going to look at is a Valens. Not to be mixed up with Valentine. This is not Valentine. It's Valens. VALENS. So there is Mr. Valens. And he is from 364 to 378 AD. And once again, down at the bottom, you've got, there's your mint mark. It is Sisc, S-I-S-C. So we will go back and look at the browser again. It'll be up because this is in alphabetical order. So there you go, Sisc. So this coin was minted in the Siscia, or Siscia, however you pronounce that word. The Siscia mint in Croatia. So there you go, there's one from Croatia for this mint. And almost always, not always, but almost always on Greek coins, the mint mark is going to be down at the bottom on the reverse. There are exceptions, and as you study more into them, you'll learn the exceptions. You'll learn how to identify where the various devices are. So again, if we look at our insert, Valens, AE Centenalis, AE of course being bronze, Siscia, or Siscia, however you say that, 364 to 378 AD. And then of course all the information. Hey Paula. And something special about this coin. For those of you who saw the schedule, you noticed that I have a giveaway tonight. I will be doing a giveaway tonight. And this is the coin I will be giving away tonight. So I wanted to make sure you guys got a really cool coin that's in decent condition that has the intact mint mark. Because that is one of the big things you look for in Roman coins. You kind of want to try and get the ones with the intact mint marks. And, any of the ancient coins. If you can get them with the mint marks, that's always ideal. So this is going to be the giveaway for tonight. But we'll talk more about that later. Alright, so I got a few more coins I'm going to show, but before I do that, I want to go through some more of these just so you guys can get an idea. And again, this is forumancientcoins.com, and this is an alphabetical list of the mint marks for ancient Roman coin mints. And I'm not going to read every single one of them, but I just want to show you guys. Like this one is in France, so that's Arelatum, and the mint mark would be A. Alexandria had a few different mint marks, AL, ALE, ALEX. That's Alexandria, Egypt. And then right under that, you've got another one in France. That's Amiens, France. By the way, if I butcher any of these names, I apologize. And then you've got Antioch, which is in Syria. So there were ancient Roman coins that were minted in Syria. And then you've got, I want to say that's probably Aquileia, because I think that's a Q. It's Italy. Yeah, AQ. So Aquileia, Italy. So, as far away as Italy. Hey, David, they were minting ancient coins for Rome. Way back in the day. And then you got another one in France. Arelatum, Constantine, France. London. You got the Londinium in London, England. Which is Barcelona, Spain. So that's the Barcelona mint. Now, of course, most of these mints are no longer functional, as you can imagine. They've been replaced with newer, more modern mints. All right, this one is from Colchester, England. This is Camelodunum. I guess is how you say that. I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure I am butchering some of these names. And then you go down, you got Turkey. This one's from Istanbul, Turkey. Constantinople. Here's a little question. Who knows what Constantinople is today? Anyone? There you go. John Wolf knows. Constantinople is modern-day Istanbul. All right. And then we got Thessalonica, Greece. Some more mints in Turkey. The Cyzicus mint. And then, of course, Constantinople again. You can go all through this. A lot more from Turkey, North Africa, Carthage, Cyzicus, Erelatum. Now you notice some of these are being minted or being mentioned more than once, and that's because some of these, and we'll get down when we get lower on this page, it'll have it arranged by mints, but some mints had more than one different mint mark. More France, Italy, Turkey, England. So a lot of different places. Croatia, Bulgaria. There's Sofia, Bulgaria, the Serdica mint. And then Serbia, we've got the Sirmium mint. North Serbia. We got Antioch. Or the Antioch mint in Syria again. Another Italy, Spain, more Turkey. So as you can see, just like today, where countries pay other countries to mint their coins, this is not a new thing. This has been happening since back in the early ADs, even early BC or late BCs. So all right, now we're going into Roman mint marks arranged by mint. So this is right below it. This gives you the, like here's Alexandria, Egypt. And you'll see there's 4 different mint marks for Alexandria, Egypt. That's AL, ALE, ALEX, and SMAL are your Alexandria, Egypt mints. And it has a note, issue currency for the province before becoming a regular imperial mint. Reopened by the Byzantine Empire in 525 to 645 AD. So Alexandria, of course, is the city that was founded and named after Alexander the Great. So you go through all that list of the different mints, and it shows you all the different mint marks that could be possibly attributed for that mint. So that way, any Roman coin you ever get and you find the mint mark, you can just look at this list and you'll be able to find what mint that coin was minted in. And then it's also another list down here. It's got the officina numbers, which is just, kind of another neat addition to have on there. So Prima, Secunda, Tertia, Quarta, Epsilon, Stigma, Zeta, Eta, Theta, Iota, Iota Alpha, Iota Beta, Iota Gamma, Iota Delta, Iota Epsilon. So, all right. And you can actually, you don't have to own coins if you want to start learning these things. And I'm going to show you another really good resource online right now. And this is a website called Wildwinds.com. And I'm going to put the link in the description below, or the chat right now. There's Wildwinds.com. And you'll see they have stuff about Rome, Greek, Byzantine, Celtic, and English old hand-hammered coins. So for our purposes tonight, we're going to be looking at Greece, or Rome. Why did I say Greece? We're going to look at Rome. There we go. All right, so this is just a huge, basically, catalog of Roman coins that have all of the description of what's on the coin. So, for example, for this one, this is a gold coin, but any of these, you click on the link next to it, right here to the left, and that pops up the image of the coin. So right down there, there is your mint mark. In this case, this one is Roma, so that means this was actually minted in the Roman mint. Oops, didn't mean to click back twice. So you can just look through some of these, and they've got a lot. They don't have every single coin there is, but they have most of them. So there's an example of one. That's what I think that says OMA, I believe. So let's see what that one is. Nope, it's not OMA, because that would be right there, and there is not. So let's take a better look at that. Oh, that didn't work. I just brought up text. Oh, that's Roma. Okay, that's the Roman. Brain fart. All right, let's see if we can find one that's got a different mint that we can show. You're going to notice on a lot of these, they're not going to have the mint marks on the coins because, again, that's like the uber holy grail. Here's an example of one where it's on top. That's like the holy grail of ancient coin collecting, is finding the ones that have them. A lot of them don't. And I'll actually give you an example of that right now. Go back to the camera view. That doesn't mean it's a bad coin. It just means that the mint mark is missing or has been rubbed off. And now here's an example of, this is a Caracolla Anton Caesar. This is a silver Roman coin. And this one, the mint mark would have been right there below the feet, but it's been rubbed off. So that's an example of one that's missing the mint mark. I mean, there's still some definition of it, and if I took the time, I could probably figure out what it is. But that's an example of a coin that's pretty much got the mint mark rubbed off. In some cases, let me show you another example. I think this one would be a good example. Yeah. There's one where it's completely rubbed off. There's nothing. Not even a hint. But this one is, oh, and this, by the way, is this is a Julia Domna. That guy that we saw before, the Caracolla Anton Caesar, this is actually his mom. And that's an example of one that it's just been just flat out rubbed off. But as you can see, the coin itself is still in fantastic condition. So just because the mint mark's missing doesn't mean it's a bad coin. It just means the mint mark's missing. So you won't necessarily know what mint it's from. Now, there are certain experts out there that they'll see a coin and they'll just know it right off the top of their head, and they'll know, oh, those were only minted in this place, so it's from there. But, I mean, you're talking about the people that are like tippy top experts in the subject, which is definitely not me. And then I'm trying to find one where it's an example where the way the coin was cut or clipped was, kind of didn't really work well for keeping the mint mark. I'm trying to find an example of that in my collection here. Well, this isn't exactly, but this will work. This is a Septimus Severus. Again, the guy that we saw at the beginning there, the Caracolla Anton Caesar, this is his dad. So now you've seen the mom, the dad, and the son of this family. But you see how there's parts of it are cut off, like up there on the top right there. And then you got some that's just missing there. That's just from, 2,000 years of corrosion and being in the ground and whatever. So you'll have missing chunks on some of these coins, and sometimes it will be the mint mark is the missing piece. But still, even with all the missing bits on this one is still a very good condition coin for, you got to remember how old these things are. In the case of the one that we're looking at right now, this is 191 to 221 AD, so you're talking about 1900 years basically. And odds are this one was probably dug up out of the ground or, found in some ancient ruins or something. So the fact that it's still in this good a condition is a testament. So, all right. So that's that one. Let me get back to what I was doing. Put you away. All right. So we're going to look at another one now. This is Emperor Licinius. Cool beard. Let's start with the obverse. So this is Emperor Licinius. This is the obverse. This is another bronze. And then on the reverse, looking down there, is your mint mark. And that is, if you look on the card here, because it's kind of hard to tell on this one, it's SMNT, and SMN is the mint mark portion of that. So we're going to go back to our browser view and back to our mint list. We're going to look for SMT or SMN, sorry. All right, so here we go. SMN is Nicomedia or Nisomedia. I'm not sure how that's pronounced. But that's from Izmit, Turkey. So this is another example of one that's been minted in Turkey. And sure enough, Licinius, bronze. This is a fullest is the denomination for this coin. And minted in Nisomedia. 308 to 324 AD. And then when you see this on these cards, where it says, obverse, laureate, draped, and Curious bust right with the legend, Imp, CVA, Lycin, Licinius, PF. That's how they identify the emperor of the coin and date the coin, because they know when the emperors were in charge. And of course, a coin is only going to, especially in ancient Rome, it was only going to be minted with the emperor's likeness on it so long as that emperor was alive and in charge. Another emperor was not going to allow a previous emperor's likeness to be put on a coin. That was not going to happen. And then down here on reverse, you got Jupiter, stage left, holding that. Holding victory with the legend, Ioua, Conservatory, and SMNT, which SMN, of course, was our mint mark. And then, of course, you got your SEER number and your RIC number. All right, so if you look again on the Wildwinds, that's all the information that's listed in these. Let me make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see this better. Up, go bigger. There we go. Jumbo. So, of course, that's what's on all of these. Like this. Whoa, okay, too big. Oh, whatever. So you got RSC, Predenarius 24, Anonymous, AR. So, of course, this one would be a silver coin. Quadrachatus or Didrachum, 215 to 213 BC. Time of the Second Punic War. Laureate Janiform, head of the Discory. Jupiterite holding scepter and hurling thunderbolt in a quadriga driven by victory. Roma, below in linear frame, and then your catalog numbers. So that's what you're seeing on these little inserts when I show them to you. That's the information listed on Wildwinds for these coins. All right, let me shrink this back down again. That was too big. All right, good enough. All right, and again, you know, all of these have, you know, you click on the link over here and there's the photos of at least the one that they, you know, the example that they have. So that's a good way to identify your coins as well as you're learning, is using this, you know, these resources so you can identify what your coin is, and then you can figure out your mint, and then you go over here and look up the mint, and now you've got the mint and you've got the approximate year and all of that for your coin. So, all right. Now I'm going to show you some more examples of some Roman coins. As soon as I get this one put away, there we go. All right. Let's see. There was one I wanted to show. Oh, where'd it go? Give me a sec. As Ken would say, I'm not ready. All right, here's another one. So this one is from the Constantine the Great era. These are some of the most common Roman coins you're going to see are going to be the Constantines. And here is an example of one. This is a bronze fullis. Fullis, of course, being the denomination. And that's upside down. And there's your mint mark down at the bottom. So that one is, let me bring it up real quick. So as you can see, it's just the first four letters. It's the SMAN is the mint mark. So we bring it over here, and here we go, SMAN. That's the Antioch mint from Syria, is where this coin was minted. So another cool example of you know, nearly, what is this one, 17-ish, 100 years old. That's still in fantastic condition. So there you go. Those are some resources you can use to determine the ancient Roman mints and learn how to find, let's see, you know, where they are on the coins, all that types of things. How many times would they hit a coin like those? Usually only one. If they had guys that were good enough, because these weren't the days when they had machines. These were the days where you had one guy was holding basically the die over the coin or over the planchet. They heated up the planchets almost to red hot. And then you had another guy with a sledgehammer that would come down and just bam. And usually the first hit got it. Sometimes it would take a couple, but usually, you know, these guys are trained well enough that usually the first hit got it. Yes, Matthew, this is the opening of the coin seminar. Welcome. So we still got some time left here. Well, I guess I don't really have a time limit since nobody's after me, but I'll show you guys some more so you guys can see some more Roman coins. Because who doesn't like seeing really, really old stuff, right? It's very cool. Oh, let me show you guys one of my latest bucket list pickups that I got. So, believe it or not, this one even has a bronze coin. This is a $75 coin, even though it is in a bit rough condition. That's the obverse, but this is a Marcus Aurelius. So he, of course, was one of the famous emperors from the Roman era. But even, like I said, even though it's in this rough of a condition, there still is enough there to be able to identify at least what the coin was. And this one I just recently picked up in the last couple of weeks. And it is, Marcus Aurelius. And that is an AES Rome. 161 to 180. Or, yeah, 161 to 180 AD. Obverse Laureate bust, right? With the text M. Antoninus Augustus Chiar. Anytime you see the AUG, that's Augustus, which means this is a post-Augustus era coin and ruler. And then reverse Mars standing right. Right hand on shield, set on seated captive, holding spear left with the text Marti Victory Imp Vicos the Third. And then your seer number 5067, Rick number 1107. So you got John Wolfe already throwing out mints because he knows. John Wolfe is a fellow collector of ancients. All right. Put this back up real quick, and then I'll grab out another one to show you guys. So the one I'm about to show you, yeah, old Scotland stuff's actually tough to find. What I'm actually about to show you is not actually a Roman coin. It's a Greek coin. Some of you have seen this already if you watch my channel. This is what is known as a 1/10, or is it 1/10 or 1/12? Hold on. Is it 1/12? Sorry. This is a 1/12 stater from 600 BC. This coin, which this one is silver, is one of the very first coins ever made. Looks a little blurry. Let me see if I can improve that real quick. How's that? Is that better? So on this one, you've got the lion's head on the obverse. And then the reverse is actually... One sec. I want to make sure I tell you guys the right way. Okay, yeah, the reverse is an ornamental star, which is representing the heavens, which is the, of course, was the realm of Zeus, which was their, the main god at the time. And in the case of this coin, Typical Greek soldiers would be paid in these. And in a month, they would receive 12 of these for their pay. And back in that day, that was enough that they could buy pretty much anything their heart desired. That was, you get to the point where you have one full stater was enough that you could buy pretty much anything. That was like upper middle class. So this is, as small as this coin is, and I'll show you here in a minute, this is, in my opinion, the crown jewel of my personal collection out of all of my coins. And let me grab a dime real quick because I want you guys to see how small this thing actually is. All right, here's a dime. Let me bring it up a little bit. So you can see most of the dime. There's the stater, sitting on top of a dime. It's smaller than just his head. So yeah, this is way smaller than a Trime Coin Dragon. This thing is tiny. If you guys are familiar with Panama has a coin called the Pill. It's the smallest coin they make. It's about that size. It might be a little bit smaller than the Pill. That is a tiny, tiny coin. But an awesome, awesome piece of history. So, all right. Let me get that one put away. So again, I'm going to go ahead and put these links in the chat again for anybody who came in late. So here again is the list of all of the Roman mint marks to let you know where they're from. So if anybody wants to, get these and bookmark them. And then here is Wildwinds. Here's the link to Wildwinds. So you got these two resources to help you if you decide that you want to get into ancient Rome or ancient Greece or any of those, and you need to, you need help identifying some coins. These resources will help you to do that. And by the way, if anybody ever gets a hold of an ancient coin and you need help identifying it, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. Send me clear photos of both sides of the coin, and I will help you out with identifying it. And that's pretty much any foreign coin, ancient or modern. I can help you identify it. All right. Get straightened up here real quick. Give me a sec. Back in order. Get some stuff put back away, out of the way. All right. So we all have clues that we give away during these seminars. These clues help you guys to win the big giveaway at the end that Ken will do in the end seminar ceremony. This is the beginning seminar ceremony. He'll be doing the end seminar ceremony. And here is your clue from me. It is 1868. Make sure you guys make a record of all of these clues, so that way it gives you the best chance of winning. Seminarymony, absolutely. This is the Seminarymony, and I am your master of ceremonies for this time around. All right, so as I said, we are doing a giveaway. For those of you that didn't see it, I'm going to show it again. Let me get back to camera view. This is our giveaway coin for tonight. All right. So this is a, well, you guys actually see it, a bronze centennial. I hate saying this word. Centennialis. There we go. Centennialis. I hate that word. And it is from the Sissia Mint. 364 to 378. And again, Valens is the emperor on this one. And this is a nice example of an ancient bronze coin that's in fairly great condition. You have the mint mark intact. You have pretty much all of the devices are intact. That is going to be our giveaway for tonight. All right, so you're going to be utilizing the resources that I just showed you. And we're going to be doing a question, and the first person to get the question is going to win this coin. So, all right, let me get the question ready. Wait till I say go, because you need to make sure you know exactly what you need to do. All right, if you're watching chat, I just put a mint in chat. The first person to tell me where that mint is from and all of the mint marks that could be associated with it correctly wins this coin. And again, using the resources I just gave you, you have to tell me where that mint was and all of the mint marks associated to it. And there will be 7 mints. There are 7 mint marks that I will be looking for. Ken's desk. All right, I think we got a winner. Yep, we have got a winner. John Wolf has got all of the necessary information. Arelatum, Constantina, Aries, France. And the mint marks associated are AR, ARL, CON, CONST, KON, and KONSTAN. So congratulations to John Wolf. You are the winner of that coin. So this coin is coming to you, sir. You have a BU wheat cent? Hey, that's still a good coin. Nothing wrong with BU wheat cents. Everybody wants a BU wheat cent. Trent's you got the right answer. You just got it a little bit too slow. John Wolf beat you. BU but ugly. All right, anybody got any questions before we finish up? Again, congrats to John Wolf for winning this coin. This one is coming to him. Any questions, anybody? I'm going to go ahead and throw these the links to these resources in the description below as well. I'm going to add them to the description so that anybody who wants to come back and reference it, they'll be here. So this is forum ancientcoins.com. Mint marks. And Wildwinds for identification. Copy. Paste. All right, so those are added to the description. They'll pop up eventually. So if anybody comes back and references this video, then those will be there for anybody who needs them. Winged Victory or Nike Type, one of your favorites. Awesome, dude. Yeah, it's blah blah blah. Yeah, the actual information about it, if you want to see it all, is obverse is diademed bust right with D in valence PF August. Reverse is victory advancing left, holding wreath and palm with the text Securitas Republica DS control marks in the field and CISC in exergu. And then here's your serial number if you want to look it up while you're waiting for it to get there. Serial number 19835 and your RIC number is Roman numeral 9, page 147, 15B. Hey, Paula Coin Dragon would like you to quit talking so much. You're making it impossible for anybody to get a word in edgewise. All right, well, if there's no other questions or anything, then I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight to you guys, and thanks for coming in. Remember that next show is going to be tomorrow. Here's our schedule again. Tomorrow is going to be 3 p.m. Eastern Time. That'll be Ken Peavey talking about how to lose money when buying coins. And then followed by Mantic Coins at 6 p.m. Subject yet to be announced. Coin Dragon will be jumping in at some point during the day, so keep an eye out for him. He's not on here yet. And then we'll have John Wolf at 8 to 8:30 for mints and mint marks with a giveaway. And then we'll have at 10 p.m. Again, these are all Eastern time zone. Michael Kittle rare coins with interesting facts about classic commemoratives with a giveaway. And then on Sunday, CJ Coins and Crafts, 5 p.m. Eastern, subject yet to be announced. And then Ken Peavey will be closing it out with the big show with the end of the seminar giveaway at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So, all right, thank you everybody for coming in. And this is your Master of Ceremonies for this seminar, bidding you all a fond farewell and a great weekend. And I will see you around the other streams.